lobotomy levels. They seem innocent, right? Well, absolutely not. They appear as just simple brain rot levels, featuring absolute nonsense for the viewer to enjoy. People all around the world have been making thousands of these levels since the release of 2.2 without facing any consequences. So how in the world do they change the game? Well, behind these levels hides a fascinating story. A story that changed Geometry Dash forever. We're in 2013, when Robert Christian Dwayne Tapala decided to start making a new game. After playing the Impossible game, RobTop had a great vision of what game he wanted to make. In his game, you would control a character that can jump through different portals, changing the way the game works. You could either jump, fly, or change your gravity. This creative and unique gameplay is what made Geometry Dash stand out from the Impossible game. And the game didn't only stand out, it exploded its inspiration, attracting millions of players worldwide. But RobTop isn't just a simple game developer. He also studied neuroscience. Don't believe me? Well, look at what defines Geometry Dash's difficulties. Faces. They're supposed to be a visual indication of the level's difficulty, ranging from easy all the way to demon. But they hide a genius secret. Do you notice the creative designs? Perfect round shapes and easy to remember expressions. RobTop intended for people to get a special connection with them. And because they are this simple, difficulty faces are easy to draw for children, which, as you'll see, will play a big part in the success of Lobotomy Levels, and will mark the beginning of RobTop's plans. One of these faces is the normal face, which is basically the central point of Lobotomy Levels if you don't count Fire in the Hole. Next to the others, this face doesn't really do much. I mean, it's there, but that's it. But when you zoom in, you can see a shadow way too dark next to its mouth. I think you see where I'm going with this one. Let's fast forward a few months after this brainstorming process. On April 13th, 2013, Geometry Dash was finally released, and it immediately blew up, attracting billions of players worldwide. Nah, I'm joking, it was an absolute flop. But a few months later, things started to change. The game gained more and more popularity, with mainstream YouTubers such as PewDiePie playing the game in front of millions of people. And by early 2015, the game could already be considered a major success. Believe it or not, RobTop already predicted this success. And it's at this moment that RobTop started his domination plan. But wait, it's like, how the heck is a simple cube game related to domination? That makes no sense. Well, remember, RobTop studied neuroscience, but also propaganda, learning from terrible dictators that came before him. All of Geometry Dash's social structure relies on a dictatorial hierarchy, with roles such as moderators, a seemingly innocent decoy, to a far worse role, RobTop's right-hand man. A role that can be compared to Heinrich Himmler's position in a regime as terrible as the Nazi Party. RobTop would go on and create a closed group with moderators, famous creators, and players. With how horrible I'm describing RobTop's plans, why would anyone want to even approach the game? If you're watching this video, I'd assume you already played the game. And if you were just a bit involved in the community, I bet you already dreamed about having creator points or being the greatest player that's ever lived. That's all the magic of RobTop's plans, getting you, the player, to desire something more than ever, then giving it to you for absolute satisfaction. Do you get my point? This is only the beginning of RobTop's regime, and it can only get more powerful over time. RobTop didn't stop there. Update 2.2, the 12th major update of the game, took 7 years to release. A normal person would just be surprised by how long this update took, but that's it. How long did Update 1.1 take? 1 month? Interesting. Update 1.2? A month too. How did 2.2 take 7 whole years? Well, before 2.2 came 2.1, releasing on January 16th, 2017. You've already seen the amazing creations made in this update. The game was basically complete back then. But a game without developer support will simply die. This is why RobTop kept promising new features, showing new sneak peeks, to keep the community in a hype state and to not lose the hero status that he had. and he did an amazing job at doing so. A normal game would see its player count decline, but not Geometry Dash. The game kept growing in those years, where the idea of an update was an inside joke in the community. Let's take a big leap in time. On May 16, 2023, RobTop posted the third sneak peek of 2.2 on YouTube. This sneak peek showcased a bit of gameplay from the new platformer mode, but most importantly in our adventure, the SFX trigger. RobTop would go on and showcase different sound effects he added, until a crucial moment in the video. 1 minute and 40 seconds, when RobTop plays the "Fire in the hole" sound effect. He knew it. He created an iconic sound effect, and it would go crazy. Not even a day after this video, Fire in the Hole was already Twitter trending, and RobTop, this crazy genius, will mention it in his Discord server, Playing the Innocent. But in the back of his head were diabolical laughs. His plan was becoming a reality. August 13th, 2023 marked Geometry Dash's 10 years. It was a big moment in the community, with RobTop posting a 20-minute video showing influential figures in the community, an insane animation, but also 2.2's supposed release date. RobTop promised the update in October. While everyone was happy about the release date and flabbergasted by how epic the video was, RobTop's regime began in a chain of events that will lead him to absolute power. September 21st, 2023, Widvilke posted a tweet that would blow up. Remember how easy to draw Geometry Dash's faces were? That's exactly what Widvilke would tweet. His drawings from when he was a child, with one face standing out. You guessed it, the normal face. It would go on and become an iconic meme in the Geometry Dash community. It's still being memed to this day. This tweet brought a ton of attention towards Geometry Dash, and it installed the iconic normal face that Lobotomy Levels use. December 20th, 2023, 2.2 was released. It added 3 essential elements that shaped Lobotomy Levels: the ability to place the normal face with one click, a new scaling feature that lets people stretch objects, and last but not least, sound effects with "Fire in the hole!" The recent tab was flooded by those levels, and YouTube as well. December 29th, 2023, Lessons in Meme Culture released a video covering Lobotomy Levels, reaching 500,000 views, bringing even more eyes towards Lobotomy Levels, and giving RobTop's regime even more power. And here we are today, and none of this supposedly happened. So did I just lie? Not at all. RobTop's regime is here, gathering more and more power as the game continues to grow. RobTop already integrated symbols of his regime inside your head. Every time you see a normal face, you will think about "Fire in the hole!" Every time. You cannot escape. It's the end. You just can't abandon the will to live. It will soon become something even crazier. But what, you may ask? Be prepared for the future of RobTop's regime. As the imperial Swedish state dominated the whole world with Robert Tapala dictating it, a new experiment was started, aiming at bringing normal faces to life. But this didn't go as planned. And here I am, in 2031, as one of the last humans standing. How did we survive? We simply subscribed to my channel to reconstruct humanity. If you enjoyed this little story video, make sure to check out this video, and also join my Discord server, linked in pinned comments.